99.7 DJX, the Ben Davis and Kelly K Show podcast.
Supplying every demand.
On demand.
We try to give you setting the bar stories, which, help show you and guide you through your day as to examples of how not to live it. All right?
Yeah. Small little hurdles you can jump over. We're pretty confident.
Yeah, this involves kidnapping, ransom, cheesecake. Let's get to it. If you can manage to make it through the day without kidnapping a garden gnome from a beloved Scottish cafe demanding cheesecake for its return, you're doing okay.
Oh, wow. That is a lot. Really? They kidnapped a garden gnome?
Yeah, so this cafe has a garden gnome. It went missing a few weeks ago. Then recently got a sort of ransom note. The ransom note read, and the only reason we know is because the cafe posted the picture of the ransom note on its Facebook page. It read, we have your gnome. If you want to see him again, leave 2 cheesecakes when you shut the cafe. We will be watching.
Oh, wow. So they just wanted a couple of cheesecakes left outside the door. After they lock up, maybe you might see Mr. Gnomeo again.
Yeah, so the cafe is like, you know what? Our cheesecakes are kind of in high demand and they sell out a lot. So we're going to instead give them shortbread and just so they left a note that said, "Kidnappers, your treasure awaits." And so then they received another note back from the kidnappers saying,
he thinks they're not going to like that.
Yeah, they didn't like the shortbread. They said, "We asked for cheesecake."
Oh, no.
And then demanded...
Wait a second. What about the gnome? Is the gnome upset that the cafe isn't immediately bowing to their demands?
If I were the gnome, I probably would be. Yeah.
I would be insulted.
Yeah. So the kidnappers said, the gnome-nappers, if you will, said, you got another 24 hours. Otherwise, your gnome gets, quote, dusty binned.
And the picture they included on that note is not good. He is shattered.
Yeah. So,
that's very scary.
So the cafe was not going to be intimidated, and they left another note and posted the picture on Facebook saying, "We will not negotiate with gnome nappers." So there is no their original gnome has not yet returned as of this time,
and in a cruel twist, they got another gnome.
Yeah, they did get another gnome almost. And if I were that other gnome, I'd be like, guys, I'm like bait. I feel like bait here.
Yeah, I would be a little nervous
I know.
to be posted up in front of the cafe when stuff like that's going down.
Right. So, again, there are no leads on the gnome nappers at this point. There is no word yet on if there is going to be another ransom note or another gnome napping in the future. But all we know is that the cheesecake must be fire at that butternut squash cafe in Scotland.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yes. But you know what? This one strikes close to home because, we have a garden gnome. And thank goodness no one has tried to swipe him from us. I think he's living in my office.
I don't know if you have the cheesecake that would satisfy.
Oh, I don't.
Any sort of gnome nappers.
Nope.
No, I didn't think so.
I don't have anything that delicious to offer up.
So again, if you can manage to make it through the day without kidnapping a poor little garden gnome from a Scottish cafe demanding cheesecake in return, you're doing okay.
I mean, stealing's bad, but this little back and forth has been fun. I got to be honest.
We'll tweet the exchange so you can follow along as well at Ben and Kelly Show. That is setting the bar.